The gentleman from Michigan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The bill before us is really nothing more than a distraction. It's the distraction from the real issues facing American seniors and retirees. What seniors want is their government to lower the cost of everyday necessities, groceries, gas, water, and electric bills. They want their hard-earned savings protected. They don't want Congress dictating to them where and how to invest their retirement. If Republicans were truly serious about protecting American retirees, they'd be working to restore the pensions of Americans who have lost their retirement, their pensions, or seen them cut, like the thousands of Delphi salaried retirees across the country. Americans who work their whole lives should not have to worry if they'll be able to retire in dignity. But when General Motors filed for bankruptcy during the Great Recession, the U.S. Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, the PBGC, unfairly cut retirement benefits by as much as 70% for more than 20,000 Delphi salaried retirees. These cuts have been devastating for these retirees. We've heard stories from Delphi salaried retirees facing extreme hardship, even foregoing medical treatment because their pensions were slashed so much. Under the past administration, the former president made a promise that he would fix this issue. He did not. He didn't even try. Last Congress, under the leadership of Speaker Pelosi and Democrats, this body passed my legislation, the Susan Muffley Act, to be clear, in a bipartisan fashion, to restore the pensions of thousands of Delphi workers. As I said, a bipartisan bill that would restore those pensions. We had 218 Democrats, 36 Republican members of this body voting for it. These men and women worked hard. They followed the rules, and then they got the rug pulled from under them. When the government rescued GM and left these workers behind, their families were left hanging, and that was wrong. At the appropriate time, I'll offer a motion to recommit this bill back to committee. If the House rules had permitted, I would have offered the motion with an important amendment to the bill. My amendment would substitute this legislation with the Susan Muffley Act, bipartisan legislation that would right the wrong for the Delphi salaried retirees, restoring their pension benefits that they were expected to receive before the bankruptcy. Again, this bill is a common-sense, bipartisan bill that's already passed the House of Representatives in a bipartisan fashion. And I do ask unanimous consent to insert into the record the text of my amendment.
Without objection.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And in closing, I'll just say this. I hope my colleagues join me. This is something we ought to be able to do together. We ought to solve this problem in a bipartisan fashion. And I ask you to join me in voting for the motion to recommit to right this historic wrong for the Delphi salaried retirees. I yield back.